You don't know your limits. And you probably stop just when it starts to count. I just finished my second workout today, and I saw a guy doing bend over rows for like 6-7 reps, and then he stood up. He didn't even look tired, he wasn't out of breath, he didn't even break no sweat. And that reminded me of my younger self. When I was about 12 years old, I lived with my father for a decent while. And every day, I woke up as early as I could just to play Minecraft all day long. So this day was no different. I woke up as early as I could, but this time, right before I turned on my PC, my dad walked in and he asked me to go for a run with him. He said, "Kevin, let's go for a run." And I didn't even look at him. I thought by myself, like, what the fuck? Why is he asking this fat kid to go on a run with him? That's nothing that I can do. I can run. I've never run. So I told him no, without even looking at him. Then his tone of his voice, it changed. It was way more serious. He said, "It wasn't a question. You will come with me." So I was about 12 years old, as I said, and at this time I was still a bit afraid of my dad, you know. He was, if he was mad, it was a nightmare. So I went with him. I gave it a chance. We lived alongside a canal, so he took me there and we started to run. And I swear to God, I only could run for like 200 meters and I was completely gone. I couldn't go any further. I was out of breath. I was already sweating so much. So he took me back. And while we were walking back to our home, I was thinking like, yes, I can turn on my computer now. I can just game all day and he doesn't bother me again, you know. So when I opened the door of the house, I walked back up. And as I walked up, I heard him say, "Kevin, we're not done yet. Let's do some weights." So I was again thinking like, what the fuck does he want from me, you know? Leave me alone, you know? But I couldn't refuse because else he would have got mad again, you know? So I went with him. He taught me how to bench press. I did about like 6 or 7, barely 6 or 7 reps, you know, with just the bar, 20 kilos or something. And as I racked the bar, I stood up and I saw his eyes directly looking into my eyes. And I felt intimidated by that and I didn't know why. And he said, "Go back, lay down, do it again, and now start to count. Because it only matters when it hurts. Then you can start to count." And at that moment, I didn't actually know what he meant by that. But now, as I finished this workout, I was thinking, and it reminded me, that guy reminded me of my old self and about this story. And I think a lot of guys are struggling with this. You probably are not surpassing your limits. This is your limit. You go here. And if you match your limit, you need to actually go beyond that limit in order to succeed in life. Not only in the gym, but also with business, school. For example, I did like e-commerce, I did drop shipping, I did drop shipping, e-commerce, and I always stopped when I was at my limit. But then, if I pushed even further, I know for a fact I would have succeeded and I would have been rich by now, you know? And the same thing with YouTube. And this time I learned from it, and it's actually good that I saw that guy. It reminded me of myself, like, I don't ever want to quit again when I'm not surpassed my limits. So YouTube will be this thing for me when I actually will surpass my limits, and you will see this in the future. I want you to know that only start to count when it actually matters, when it actually hurts. How many of you actually did go beyond your limit? And I don't actually mean when you feel like a little uncomfortable. No. Your mind is screaming for help and wants you to stop. That's the moment that you know that you surpassed your limits. How many of you did actually experience this? because most of the people don't even have the discipline to go to their limits, let alone go beyond that. But you are different. And that's why I like you. You're still watching and you are different. You are just like me. And eventually I will create a community for all of us, for people like you and me, to connect with each other, to motivate each other, to grow with each other. I think that's the most important thing in life, is to connect with people and grow. Learn from each other, learn from my mistakes. And this will become reality. Right now it's only a picture in my mind, but this will become reality. And I will help you. I really will. I'm that serious about it. So, I'm about to end this video, but my last message is, if you're really serious about changing your life, if you really want to go beyond your limits, follow me. I'll guide you. I'll lead you. Thank you. Goodbye.